Welcome back, accounting students. This is Mrs. Bloomquist, and we are currently starting our work in Chapter 3. Remember that Chapter 3 deals with journalizing transactions, and the very first lesson is recording transactions and the multi-column journal that we're going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on the Work Together section here. And remember that for this work together, we are looking at journalizing entries in the general journal, and it's on page 64 in your book. If you just went ahead and reviewed the online work papers grading information, you'll know that we have two tabs here, one that's going to tell us the transactions, and the other that's listing the chart of accounts information that we need to process this transaction. So we have a couple of cash accounts, just one liabilities account, couple of equity accounts, so a drawing account and a capital account, revenue, and then a few expense accounts. If I go back to the transaction, it tells us that Norma Dirks owns Dirks Copy Center. Using the information that's provided, journalize each transaction completed during April of the current year. Use page 1 of the journal, which is right here for us. Source documents are abbreviated as follows: C for check, R for receipt. Then if we look at April 1st, we can see that we received cash from the owner as an investment, and you can see receipt 1 is my source document, and it looks like it was $2,800. So as I think through this transaction, the two accounts that are going to be impacted by this are going to be the capital account from the owner and cash from the owner. Cash is the asset, the capital account is owner's equity. So cash is increasing. I'm going to go ahead and debit my cash and credit my capital account, which means here for my date, I'm going to go with April 1st. Oop, and then see how that turned red? I have to do the period and then, whoops, 1. The account title is going to be cash. My document number, it looks like, is R1 for the receipt. And I'm going to debit $2,800 here. Aptly already ultimately added those 2 zeros after for me. And then I don't have to enter the date again because this is not a new transaction. I just need to go ahead and correctly identify the capital account, which I can see right here is Norma Dirks Capital. As I enter that in, you'll see here, if I type in Norma Dirks, when I hit my tab key, there's a problem. It's still red and it didn't automatically adjust. So when I go ahead and type the full account title in and my credit of $2,800, as soon as I tab out of that box, you can see ultimately then my credit indented in, and I am posting my credit amount correctly. From here, you can see that I am in the practice section, right? And I would be able then to go ahead and submit this one for grading for practice. So if you have any questions on 3-1, just let me know. Otherwise, it looks like we shouldn't have any problem moving forward. Good luck.